I've never had good luck. Even my family, we've always just had terrible luck when it comes to pretty much anything. But the other day, I got a little spark of hope when I jumped on CSGO and I saw I got the CS2 invite. My heart literally dropped because I only have like 700 hours in the game and I play a decent amount. I play at least twice a week for a few hours each time. But I didn't expect it. Like I said, I never get lucky. And to see that, my heart literally dropped for a second. I was like, oh my God, what just happened? Since not a lot of people actually got it, and I was lucky enough to, I figured I'd kind of just share my opinion and the things I found in the game, and things I'm excited for, and things that need to be fixed. Now, one of the first things I realized in the game is that it's basically a stuttering mess. Once you turn on VSync, it makes it a little better, but without that, it's very hard to actually play the game. And what sucks is I played a few games with it off without knowing. I was saying in the chat at one point, I'm like, I'm just a stuttery mess in this game. I can't play it. So I was like, oh, turn VSync on. It makes it significantly better. It's like, it's still a little bit there, but it's significantly better. And I actually realized that right away. You do get a lot smoother of an experience. But there are still just a lot of times where I'll hit 3 to pull out my knife, and immediately it just pulls back the last weapon I had. Either it's like my AK or M4 or even a grenade or something. It will start kind of skipping and bring back the other weapon. And there's times I have to hit it 2, 3, 4 times. And I know for a fact my entire hand is off the fucking keyboard. I'm sitting there hitting the one number, and it'll kind of skip every once in a while. And it's like, why does it do that? It can't always just completely register what's going on. And I'm just going to show you quick a really good example of why there's weird stutters in there and things that can happen that just don't make sense.
Throwing a grenade.
See, what the fuck just happened there?
Flashbang.
Like in that video, I just threw a flashbang, yet all of a sudden it shows I don't have a single item out, but I have everything in my inventory still. I don't know why that happened. It just kind of glitched, and it's not all the time, but there's definitely times where that will happen. Like I remember one instance, I was jumping through a window and the guy turned to look at me, but my screen was basically like jumping a million times. It's not completely smooth. And I know it's still a beta. There's still things they have to fix before the game comes out, but knowing the game is coming out this summer and still feeling all these things, I'm nervous. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. Another thing is the AK just feels different. I can't really explain it, but the spray is just a little different. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just bad and it goes along with the little stuttering it has, but it just feels a little off, which may be okay. We may just need to completely relearn the weapon, and you know what? That may be fine in this instance, because what a little change isn't the end of the world. Another thing I was running into during matches was grenades with the smoke grenades. Like, it wouldn't really blow it away. I felt like if the grenade was more of too far over on the side, it wouldn't completely blow it away like it's supposed to for the second. Maybe it was just where the grenades were landing. Maybe it's just a little inconsistent. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't played enough to completely realize. I played like 15 games so far. I know that's not a lot, but I have a general idea of how it plays, and that seems just a little inconsistent. It's not the worst thing, but it's definitely there. And one thing that just sucks about the beta right now is it's such a wide variety of people all jammed into like 1% of the community, right? So you're getting the mixed variety, like you're getting the top players with the lowest players, and I'm kind of in the middle, but I'm being destroyed every game because there's always one guy who's just fucking running over everyone. But that's just a little complaint I have over nothing virtually. I completely understand why it happens. They're trying to get a mixed variety of people, and with such a small population on CS2, it's bound to happen. But besides the main just bad stutter, I don't think it seems like many things really need to be fixed. It seems like they just need to polish up the game, and it will be pretty much ready as soon as possible, besides that fucking stutter that I can't handle. But other than that, there's just a few things I kind of found. Like, I was trying to just see my FPS during the game, so I did it in the console, the CL show FPS 1, and it just has this big red blob, like, in the middle left of my screen. like right under my mini map. I could see it, but it was just kind of very big and not just in like the corner like it used to be. Again, I know these things don't necessarily matter right now and they're going to be fixed before the game comes out, but it's just something that I've realized. Another one is I was going over the gun descriptions, just reading what they said because it has like general advice. It's like the dual barrettes. It's if you want to use those, it says use only in the first round. You obviously can do whatever, but that's its general advice. And then there's ones that are saying eco and force buy and half buy, stuff like that. There's a few though that don't have any description. It just says the gun name. That's it. And then there's another thing was the graffitis are broken. Like you have to select it in your inventory, and then the next day it works. You can't switch it while on the field or anything. You can't hold T, right click, and then select your inventory. You have to do it in your inventory, like in the main menu. And like I said, it doesn't switch over for an entire day, but then you're not able to use the graffiti you actually have equipped for a day. So you're kind of just left without one. And it's not a big thing. I'm sure it will be fixed, but I'm just saying there's little things still that they need to polish up that I hope they realize. But I do want to say I'm just thrilled for this. I'm super excited. And I can't wait to see what is actually going to come out of CS2. Even the new smokes, they're a lot of fun to play around with, trying to figure out the spray. Like something I realized, if you generally know where someone is on the other side of the smoke, yeah, you can do it. But if you're off, that person knows exactly where you are. It's not like before where you had to kind of guess where that spray was coming from. You had the general idea seeing the bullets coming through, but now you can see them. And if you don't hit your shot spraying through a smoke, you're pretty much dead. It just feels like it's a really high risk now to spray through a smoke because the person on the other side being shot at, they can easily then see where you're actually going through. And if you're the guy shooting, you can't really see where the bullets are going through unless you're a lot closer and really paying attention. But again, I just can't wait for this fucking game to come out and be completely polished. I'm so excited. But that's all I have. Have a good one, guys.